Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back. Look, we're actually going to get this one done on time. We're back with more Tengoku struggle, obviously, you know this, and we're going to get Jack's bad end, and then we're going to do all the little side story thingies today. Yay, because somebody's still not here. Nobody came yesterday to look at my roof. Nobody's here today yet, so like, whatever, no one's coming, so... Goemon's route will probably be delayed because my mom is coming tomorrow. So I don't have time, I have time to maybe start it this afternoon, but to start it and then not be able to fit that. I'm not going to do that. But then that means I won't be able to record until Tuesday of next week, which then I'm sure someone will show up to do my fucking roof then, and they'll probably be here for fucking days. So... yeah, okay, all right, whatever, it's just, whatever, it is what it is. So, Goemon's route might be delayed. Okay. It might be. Even though, this is going up in September, by the time someone gets here to fix my fucking roof, it'll goddamn be, fucking October at this rate. So, I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's get our bad ending. So, I'm assuming it's, are you sure you'll be all right? Yes, okay. Bad! Are you sure you'll be all right? Well, I really can't say unless I try. But there's no other choice than for me to do it, right? Oh, that's right. I ordered a ton of Nealfils earlier, so look forward to that coming. No, don't spoil him. I just couldn't help it. He's so cute. Alright, let me get started making the tea. So, how did you pay for that order? Okay, I'm like, when do we get to skip now to the, bad end? So, yeah, anyway. And then we get to do our memory records. Why is there did I already do? Oh, whoops, sorry, I gotta click that. Hello? Jesus. Whoops. Okay, keep skipping. Good lord. The title cards don't skip unless you click them, which is annoying. I was trying to look at my little list of things that we've already done. So I remember which ones are which. Because we're getting to the point now where there's so many and whatnot. I'm gonna guess that all the other character ones kind of open probably at the end after Goemon's route. There's probably gonna be a lot going on there. But yeah, August is trying to kill me. August is trying to kill me. If this part goes up, August hasn't killed me yet, because I will be loading all of this at least at the end of August. I can't wait for this month to be over. I am just so fucking tired of all of it. Everything has literally sucked since mid-July, basically. Mid-July was the last time things didn't fucking suck. So yeah, I'm having I tried taking a long bath, but I don't feel better at all. All right, that was after we, were gonna sleep with him and then pushed him away. I think I need another binge. He didn't have to say it like that. Well, if you really want me to, I'll take you. It was true that I was a coward. I couldn't say the thing I wanted to the most. I really should have just went ahead and said I loved him. It happened after another sigh out of many. Princess? I'm assuming it's Ikari. No, Ichise, that's what I meant. Yeah. Good evening. Ichise! And also... Uh-oh. We did. Well, okay, when he said princess, I was like, oh, it happened after I sighed. I'm like, oh, we're gonna die now. I didn't expect Simon to be here, so this is... Well, we're definitely dead now. I let my guard down. I never thought both of them would appear before me together. Okay, wait. I was actually expecting, to get to the fight between Jack and Ichise and Jack to die and disappear, but at the same time, that is a bad thought, because if he got to fighting Sensei Nono, Sensei Nono was like, I will make your soul disappear so you can never be reborn. You know what I mean? And the whole part of the bad endings is they do the bad ending and then we're reborn, right? So, like, we were reborn in Kikanosuke's and he recognized our reincarnated self, right? And then in both Yona and Shardaku's route, we were both reborn and kind of recognized each other. I was fully almost expecting Jack to be the one who dies as reborn and we recognize him, but now I'm starting to go, okay, no, it's going to be that other one. We're going to die, and Jack is still going to be cursed, still going to be alive, still being himself, like, basically, and he's going to, it's going to be like the similar pattern to what happened in Kikanosuke's route, based on this right now. That's my assumption then, so, okay. Because, like, my assumption that he was going to... That wouldn't work, because his soul would disappear, and then we'd have nothing. And then that would be a truly tragic end. Like, the other ones we get, like, reincarnated, and it's like, well, that's kind of sweet. It's still sad, but it's still sweet. You know what I mean? Anyway. Jack was the one... Don't look so upset. I didn't come to kill you or anything. You might not have. Ichise had a calm look on his face. I saw no sign of the disturbing behavior he showed online. Then, what do you want this time of night? Right, I came here to propose to you. What? That's not what I expected. It came so suddenly, I almost laughed out loud. But it was easy to imagine that it was a trap, considering both men who were here. Ichise, you didn't think I would actually accept your proposal, did you? Unless he was going to follow up, propose that you join us, which you've already done, but, like, actual propose is not. And then, what? Death to the traitor. It's something you might hear often in something like movies, and Jack has betrayed us. That man betrayed Lady Shinobikuni. You need to stop talking, because I can't do the whatever voice I had given you. It hurts. It was pathetic how my body froze with just that remark. Simon was a man capable of that. But if you were to marry me, Jack will be allowed to go off free. This is really, really bad blackmail. I don't like this. Ichise! Your friends were struck down by Yamada, right? But they're completely fine now. And maybe that's how it works for people from hell. But Jack's a human, right? If I, the hero of the human realm, marries the princess of hell, everything would be so peaceful, wouldn't it? Oh no. Is this what's gonna happen? Okay, I didn't see this coming. What? If you accept these terms, shutting down Johto might even be considered. What? Let's both protect everyone together, okay? You know what, Ichise? This is making me reconsider Oshichise. Because now you're being shady and raw. I mean, okay, you're probably still blood-possessed, so, like, maybe I'll give you a pass, but, like, it's questionable right about now. It's a bad ending, though, so, like, can't really judge you from a bad ending, I guess. Ichise, are you being serious? Are you fucking insane? That's a line you might hear from the rival in a romance drama, huh? But I'm serious. I have my own feelings for you. As a woman, I'm gonna doubt that. Where's my X button? So I won't do anything forceful to make you agree. I promise you that, too. It's fine if you like Jack right now, but someday, please come to like me. That is not a good way to start a relationship. This is sad. And I don't mean like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I mean like, oh, this is just pathetic. Or, would you like Yamada to cut him down instead? No! I really want you to consider your position very carefully. And consider what it is you can do to save them. To save all the humans. And Jack. Oh, why didn't I tell him that I loved him? If I'd only told him back then... In fact, I should have just let him take me. I'm such a coward and a fool. I agree with that, though. You should have let him take you. Spacey. Marry me? Don't say yes. Oh my god, no, don't do it! Oh, no! We got in some big news just now. It seems like the actor Ichise Tatsumi is now engaged with the daughter of King Enma. Oh, I don't like this. This is not what I expected. No way! That's so sudden. Come to think of it, no one's really talked about that sort of thing about Ichise. Hello, everyone. I'm sure you're all surprised. As already reported, I'm engaged with the woman who is King Enma's daughter. We met while we were both working at Hell Mansion. I thought she had such a pretty smile and was so kind. Oh, I hate this so much. We started talking often, and after that, this woman who loves both humans and those from Hell equally, I fell in love with her. Oh, look, Ichise, I wanted to believe in you, but this just makes my skin crawl right now. I don't like this at all. I hate this. Don't say that! It's not like you have a chance against King Emma's daughter. She's basically like a princess, right? We'll be protecting this world together. I hope you'll all support us. Oh, I hate this CG so much. I hate this CG so much. I don't like it. It's beautiful, but I hate it because it hurts so bad. Holy shit. This was not a good day. Like, everything is awful. You know that everything is awful, and I'm like literally a half an inch from like breaking down at any moment just because everything is fucking awful right now. This hurts so bad, I want to cry hysterically. This is not the kind of slapped in the feels I needed today. No, this is so wrong. But the bad endings are always like, oh, they're kind of beautiful. No, this one is bad. This is the worst one. The other ones are sad because you die and you're like, oh, but then they're kind of like bittersweet at the end where you're like, but we got reincarnated and we're back together. That's like still there's still something hopeful and good about it. Kikinosuke's was a little sad though because he remembered you and you know what I mean? You're like, that one hurts a little bit. The other ones were good though, for a bad end. You're like, it sucks that we're not together and we don't really remember each other, but something about our souls know each other and like that's still kind of beautiful, But this one sucks. Look at his sad little face. Oh, I hate this. Oh, Spacey. It wasn't me. Was this my fault? Yes, actually. I tried to talk to your friends, and they told me never to come near them again. And then it's like, just... oh, I don't like this. Spacey. Well, I knew this would happen. I should have told you how I felt. Stop it, I don't need this. Back then, I should have kissed you and made you mine. I really am such a fool. Is there no way I can save you now? And really, what did she say? All this, it might have been for the best. I'm gonna vanish soon anyways. To have been able to meet you in my final moments, I'm glad. Even though I might not ever see you again, even though you might belong to another man, I'll always love you. You could just mark this down as another ending that made me cry. I'm also emotional because I'm pretty sure I'm getting my period soon. So, there is that where I am just like, I will cry because I can't, because my shoe is not tied. I'll be like, hey, whatever. Or because it's Tuesday. That absolutely will make me cry when I'm right before my period, as I just get overly emotional and it's like, Tuesday starts with T. T makes me sad. T doesn't make me sad, but you know what I mean? Everything makes you emotional and sad. And you blink at the wrong time and then you're crying in a corner. I'm a very emotionally unstable person. But literally because everything is falling apart and I'm stressed out and angry and shit at work is pissing me. People at work are pissing me off. Not my team, but other people we have to deal with are it's just the biggest bag of dicks fucking ever, and every single time I have to deal with them, they do something. They do it on purpose, I swear. They are just assholes on motherfucking purpose. And so I'm already on my last fucking nerve with everything just piling up, and then there's always something else, and I'm like, I'm literally going to choke the next person who talks to me. The next time I hear a ping from my computer, I'm literally going to throw it through a fucking window. I can't handle any more fucking shit. My last nerve has been frayed and worked and frayed over, and I can't anymore. I cannot fucking wait in a way to have 2 days off just to find out everything is wrong with my fucking car, and Lord knows what's going to happen to my doctor's appointments. I'm sure all shit's going to go straight to hell too for that. I'm sure nothing's going to be good, but I at least won't have to deal with work. And for 2 days, I can pretend my roof isn't leaking, okay? You know what I mean? I don't have to sit here and wait and wonder. Thankfully, it hasn't been raining, so it's been fine. But, like, it's still one of those, like, seriously? So, like, so everything, right now I'm going to cry just thinking about everything. Again, God, it's the hormones. Shit. I don't need that on top of all the stress that I'm dealing with. God, because I cry when I'm stressed. But I didn't need this ending on top of it. I think this would have gotten me like, oh, I don't like it. But I don't think I would have actually cried if it wasn't for everything else. But you know what? You can still mark that down on your notebooks of how many times I have cried playing games. This is now what, the fourth time? The fourth time. I remember the first time. I don't remember the other two. Somebody knows. Somebody will tell me in the comments. We all know Seven Scarlet made me ugly motherfucking cry. There was a game that made me happy cry. Why can't I remember which one that was? And I think there was another one more recently where I'm like, I'm a little like, but this one, no. Like, I'm not quite ugly crying like Seven Scarlet. That one will always be number one. Fuck you, how dare you. Okay? But I'm pretty sure I did another, like, sad kind of, like, teared up kind of crying from a bad ending or something bad happening. One was happy crying. One was happy tears. I remember that. I don't remember what game it was, but I swear it was happy tears. And this one is like, I can't handle anymore, and this is just rude, and I don't like it. But they were actually not just tears in my eyes. They fell down my fucking face, okay? Like, Jesus. How dare you? So, even though, again, I'm sure 90% of it is all the stress I'm dealing with, and my hormones being out of whack right now, still counts. It still counts. This game made me cry. Rude. I don't like that. Ah, good Lord. I kind of just want to curl up in a ball and sob hysterically right now. And again, it's mostly because of everything else, but still also like, this is just so sad. I don't like this bad ending. The other ones, you know what though? Props to the game for this bad ending though, because all the other ones kind of set you up as like, you know, it's going to be kind of cute and like, oh, I mean, they're kind of, oh no, we died and that's sad, but we get to be reborn. So like, you know, there's still like a decent outcome to the bad ending. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of like those bad endings where you're like, I know this is a bad ending, but it's still kind of hot. You know, where you're like, I'm conflicted, you know, like that one in Pio Fiore with Nicola and the pretty dresses. If you know, you know. If you don't, I'm not going to ruin it for you. You can go watch that one. But that one, you're like, this is like wrong, but kind of right, you know. You know, there's bad endings like that. And then there's ones where you're like, oh yeah, we died, okay. But this is one of those, like, you're like, after all the other ones where we've at least had kind of a sort of good outcome, you know, where you're like, yeah, it's not the best outcome, obviously, but it's still pretty, it's still decent. You're like, oh, you know, there's still something beautiful in it. This, you're like, there's nothing beautiful about this, I don't like it. Props to this game, though, for, like, slapping you in the face. They're like, did you think this one was going to be okay like the other ones? Fuck you. You know, it was rude. Rude game. I didn't need this either. I hate this so much. You know what did she say? You don't get to be with Oshichi now. I don't care if you're blood possessed now. This is wrong. You hurt everyone. The broadcast was a huge success. The comments are flooded with everyone's blessings. I hate this. Yes, they are. I'm sorry to push this forward, but this really is the best way to go about things. The humans and Jack will be spared now. That's the right thing to do as the Princess of Hell. Yes, it is. And that CG was just, that's what it's not even the ending itself, it's the CG that gets you. The ending itself, you're like, oh, I hate this, but that CG, no, I hate it. A month passed after becoming engaged with Ichise. Jodo was put under a temporary halt in service, and in no time at all, everyone was beginning to forget about it. Spacey, I see you're here again. I'm sorry. Jack's still missing. I hear Ikari nor the agency has heard anything from him. I hear neither Ikari nor the agency has heard anything from him. Okay, that was a weird typo. It's not like I'm worried about him. This area is just nice to take a walk in. Sure. I've been ignoring the line messages from the others for the most part. If I made contact with them, I was sure I would want to go back. Oh, we're not even talking to our friends anymore either. Oh, no. That hurts more. No. No, I'm gonna let that gloss over because that'll make me cry again. Like, no. We don't even have our man harem. We had to give them up. Even our man harem accepted Jack. No. But she said you're the worst. You know, I used to feel for you, and now I'm like, no. I tell you could rot in hell, but I don't even want you in there with me. You just need to go away and disappear. I know, he's not really his fault. He's not a bad person. In this ending, he is, and I hate him, and I want to light him on fire, okay? You haven't smiled once after the day we announced our engagement. Yeah, because I'm miserable and I hate this, you bastard. You should just tell him how you feel, but because I don't love you. I'm never going to love you. I gave up all of my friends and the person I actually loved. You blackmailed me. You cannot force me to be fucking happy. You're forcing me into something that makes me miserable? Not gonna be happy about it, bitch. But you're mine now. Did she say, I deserve this much, don't I? No. What? Jack had everything. Talent, popularity, everything I wanted. And to have you on top of that, he's being too greedy. Oh, see, now you're being a shady bastard. I still think it's the blood stuff inside of him, though. Because, like, you know what I mean? Because his scars are healed, so. Shinobiku's blood is making him crazy. So we really can't blame him, but at the same time, this is you now. You were a better person. You know? Ikari told me how Jack cooperated with Shinobiki because he hated people from hell. In that case, he hates you too, right? You're the daughter of King Enma, after all. Right. That might be true. He never told me he loved me. And I couldn't tell him. Come on, let's go back to our home. All right. Spacey, what's wrong? Wake up! Please open your eyes. Hey, look at me! Did I just quit? Did my whole body just quit? Am I gonna vanish? Looks like you're awake, Ichise Tatsumi. Oh, wait. This might be turning out better than I expected. Where am I? That face. Are you King Enma? Oh, you made my daughter miserable, so I'm gonna torture your fucking ass. Oh, please. Oh, Daddy, come on. Oh. Come on, Daddy. Make me proud. Make everything right. Looks like we can cut to the chase if you know who I am. His voice is always wrong. I'm sorry. So, this is hell, right? Did I die? When did that happen? Don't worry, you're still alive. But it would stand out if I asked you to cross through the gates of hell, so instead I called your consciousness here while you're asleep. I can't believe it. What about her? Let me go back to her. You can never see her again. Huh? The reason why she collapsed is because her soul became so weak. And before it broke completely, it was secured here. It was weak? Oh my god, yeah, because that makes perfect sense. When he was like screaming and we popped up here, I was like, wait. Oh my god, my soul actually let go. Because I'm a transient, I didn't get a soul preservation certificate. So, and the thing that always had us holding on was that, but also our love for whoever we fell in love with. But we're not in love with the Chise, so. I hate it, but I love it. Good. You don't deserve to be happy, Chise. Not in this ending. You're a bad man. I feel bad that he has to be the evil scapegoat in this, because, like, he's not really a bad person, but he's only acting bad and being bad because of, like, Shinobiki's influence and her blood inside of him, you know? But there was no reason to tell you this, but that girl is a bit unique. Because she had no memories of when she was alive, she was considerably unstable. She had amnesia? I had no idea. Basically, she couldn't forget about that man. I made a decision in the past, and that if there'd be anyone who hurt my beloved daughter, I annihilate any ounce of dignity they had and force them to suffer. Wait, is she alive? Well, it's a bit odd to ask if she's alive, I suppose. She's safe, one could say. At the very least, her existence itself hasn't been destroyed. I see. This happened because of me. Yeah. I see. It seems like your love toward my daughter isn't a lie. Love? To call this love is just pathetic. I knew that she was drawn to Jack. But she worried about me as well. Yeah, because I'm a nice person. That doesn't mean I'm in love with you, bro. Jesus. You are the quintessential air quotes on nice guy. Like, well, like, you said hi to me, so obviously you want to have sex with me, right? No, bro. I'm just being a normal human. Treating another human with some fucking respect doesn't mean I want to have sex with you. Jesus. God damn it, did she say? What the fuck? I thought you were better than this. This ending is really bad for Ichise. It's really taking points off him, and I know it's not his fault. But goddamn. I felt she shouldn't try and be so kind to me, yet I grew to want her. She cared for me the same way she did for Jack. No, not really. And I just thought I had a chance to move forward in life this time, sorry. And that's why I used my position. And that girl tries so hard to be good that she isn't really great at expressing what she wants. She suffered because of that in her life, too. Yeah, that might be so. She's always trying to force herself to smile around me, and I wished she would smile for real someday. But I guess I'm just not good enough. Well, I'd absolutely love to boil or broil you alive. You're still living, so that won't happen, unfortunately. And I get my thanks for still worrying about my daughter even after waking up here. And that said, it won't erase the crimes you've committed, so I hope you look forward to the day you die and arrive back here. What about her? What's going to happen? And Chisei Tatsumi, you can't erase the crimes you've committed, but you can atone for them. King Enma? At all times and places, many humans have pursued righteousness. I've been watching from here all this time. I ask you, would you call what you've gained from your associates righteousness? Do you truly believe that, from the bottom of your heart? Is it truly what you wanted? Is this the answer you sought out? Well, what you see here is the Johari Mirror. It shows all the deeds of one's life. I wonder how you'll live until the candle to your life burns out. Until we meet again on the day of your judgment. It's so... Aww, poor Jack. It's so funny because, like, you don't realize that the Johari mirror is, like, right there. It's always in his sprite. Because, like, the text box is in the way until he says it, and then you're like, oh, yeah, that's it right there. And it's like, it just seems so small compared to what you're expecting. I'm expecting this giant fucking mirror. And then he mentions it, and you're like, oh, yeah, right, that mirror that's there on his sprite that you never fucking see, that you forget is there at all times. I'm not sure, like, if I noticed it in the beginning or at one point you're like, oh, okay, because they've mentioned it before, like, talking about the mirror, looking into the mirror, and you're like, oh, it's right there. And you just don't notice it because the text box is in the way. Anyway. I want to die. I wonder if I'd disappear if I were to kill Ichise. Well, that would make it feel like a lover's double suicide. Spacey, you've never shown yourself after that broadcast. I'm still supposed to be in recovery, so I can't go out and look for you. But I wonder if you're doing all right. Who's saying she's on the verge of death? Who are you? Oh! At first, my brain wanted to read it like Sensei No, right? But then I was like, but Jack can't see him. And like, but yet, woo! It's been quite a while, fool.
Huh? What face? I remember. You're the man from hell that day.
I had thought to only show myself to you once you undid your curse, but I have a message for you today from King Enma, you louse.
From King Enma? Wait, forget about that. You just said she was on the verge of death. What do you mean? Please let me see her. You can make my curse twice as strong. I don't care what happens to me. Just let me see her.
You don't care what happens. Do you truly believe a cowardly buffoon such as yourself has anything to offer at this point?
What about her? She's safe, right? She is, isn't she? Please tell me she's all right. No, I'll be honest. Let me see her just one more time. What I couldn't say back then, this time. Like you say, there's not a single thing I have to offer. But this time I won't give up.
Are we actually gonna maybe get not a miserable ending? Like, are we both gonna get reincarnated? I don't know.
Please, just once more. If I can see her just one more time, I'll do anything.
You idiot. That was it? Oh, right. We get the extra stage. Okay, hold on. I'm going to crank up the volume because you've got to listen. I forgot. Okay, the volume's up really fucking loud. Okay, here we go. So pay attention because we got the voices for like a... I forgot about this.
愛する人よ。僕はしばらく旅に出ます。ジャックのほとぼりが冷めるまで姿を消そうと思う。でもね、
His face.
僕は死に損ないだから数十年なんて余裕だよ。だから安心して戻っておいで。僕は変わらず君を愛しているし、次に巡り会えたら
I hate the CG.
話さない。いつでも美味しい茶を立てられるようにして待っているからね。
Okay, hold on. Let me just turn the thing back down. Hopefully that was loud enough for you to hear. Okay. All right, well. It's really hard to get my volume back down because I can't just type a number and you gotta like click it and then it's like ding, 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 ding. And it's like too quiet, too loud, too quiet, too loud. Anyway. Hey, there was this super handsome guy I saw by the shrine the other day. He was tall and wore a kimono. I think he was part of a photo shoot. Did we... Please tell me we're both going to be reborn because like my soul... And then oh my god, please tell me. Oh my god. Could that be the person my mom was talking about? There was this songwriter named Jack 20 years ago. Oh my god. Oh, oh. She was a big fan of his, but he went missing after some kind of injury. Apparently she saw him and asked if he was the real thing, but the guy says he just looked like him. He probably really is him, though, because he probably didn't really die. And we've been reborn now. We crossed over. It probably is really him. A particular tea ceremony instructor! Oh my god.
It's been almost 7,300 days since she vanished.
Oh my god.
It's not exactly like it's the anniversary of her death, but it's similar to my situation as someone who can't die. If she really does return, I wonder what I should say to her. I'm sure she wouldn't remember me. I have to be careful not to seem like a creep. Huh.
Oh.
I don't think we've met. I'm sorry to surprise you. I know I'm just standing around here, but I'm not anyone to be suspicious about. Well, my name's Amai. I hold tea ceremony classes around here.
Tea ceremonies? That sounds very nice.
Do you like matcha? A matcha sweets have become a regular thing around here these past few decades. If you'd like, would you care for some tea? I'll give it my all to make some.
Some tea?
Do you remember anything that has to do with that
Well, I'm sure you'd laugh at me if I told you.
I'm interested. Would you mind telling me?
I'm not in any kind of tea ceremony club at school, nor have I ever had matcha once before. But while I'm here talking with you, I just feel like we've met somewhere before. In fact, I feel as if I've had tea with you before.
What?
I'm sorry, I'm just acting strange today. This town feels nostalgic somehow, too. It's gotten me all excited, and I even went and rented out this kimono. But I'm sure it's because I've come to this town, which I've admired for so long.
Admired?
Right. I've wanted to come to Asakusa for so long. I just felt like I had to. That's just strange, isn't it? This is so ridiculous of me, telling all this to someone I've only just met. Oh, I can't wait for this CG. Oh, the way he just grabs her.
We haven't just met, though. This isn't the first time you and I have met. In the past, I loved you. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best not to come off as a stranger you need to be wary of, but I just can't bear it anymore.
Mr. Am I? Please let go of me.
If you want me to, then why aren't you trying to escape my grasp?
Could you just imagine? Like, the concept here is like, it's so romantic and beautiful, but if you were like some girl, you're like, I don't know, just I feel like I've met you before, and then some guy grabbed you and was like, we were in love in a past life, you'd be like, you're crazy, please let me go. You know what I mean? It's romantic in like fantasy games, but in reality, you're like, oh hell no, this is where you get the mace and a like swift kick to the knee, to the balls, like a knee, like anything to the balls, like just and run, like someone screaming for the cops. You know what I mean? Like this is stranger danger. There's red flags everywhere, but like in this, you're like, oh, it's so beautiful. Kind of fucked up what like fantasy does to us. You know what I mean? I mean, at least we know the difference. Like in this case. Reality, oh hell no, he didn't.
If some strange man you've never met did this to you, you'd normally be scared and want to run away.
He's not wrong.
And yet, you're not trying to resist at all. It even seems like you've been waiting to be held.
Stop it, or I'll report you to the police.
You don't remember this face, this voice.
No, I don't know anyone like you.
Try. My name is Tetsunojo Imai. I'm the man who's been longing for you after the two of us were separated before I could kiss you.
Tetsunojo?
Spacey. Do you have the same name again? Or is there still a bit of your memory left in you? Please, I'm begging you. Ask me to kiss you.
What?
I've waited 7,300 days. Wow. I've been able to die because of my circumstances, and I've lived a long time now, even though I might not look like it. But these 20 years after I've met and lost you have been so much more painful and aggravating than all of that time.
Stop it, please.
I know I must sound like a complete creep saying all that, but please, believe me. I'm just a man who loves you. So please, this time, today, let me take those lips of yours.
Mr. Imai...
Tatsunojo. Call me that.
Tetsunojo?
Thanks.
Are you satisfied? Please let me...
Next, say kiss me. Please, say it.
No, there's no way
You can. You don't have to have remembered me. Just fall in love with me again right here and now.
This is so absurd and ridiculous and insane, but it's still so fucking beautiful. You're so arrogant.
Please, fall in love with me again.
No,
Then you don't want to see me ever again.
No, don't disappear from me. Please. Kiss me. Stop it. I would love to cry happy tears, but like I'm all cried out from that fucking CG that just broke me. But that was, see, that's what I wanted. That is so painful though. He just had to wait and it's so beautiful though. That one's painful, but it's so beautiful. Okay, so let's see. That was basically the entire fucking time. I might have to. I mean, I'm not gonna split it up, but I might have to like stop recording and then come back and like piece pieces together. Where do we go? I've got a bird in one hand, so I'm trying to do this all one-handed. So we already did 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 5 is the new Jack one, so we'll do that one. This is memory document. Because I'm doing this over my lunch break. Oh, actually, I took lunch a little bit early, so I've still got some time, so we'll see. But if I have to go back, I'll just edit the pieces together. You won't know.
Hello, this is Tetsunojo am I. I am thankful for this opportunity to provide a memoir today. A memoir. A lot's happened, but I think it was around the Taisho period when I decided to stop making memories. With the warring period over, the Edo shogunate began the idea of the warrior, and the idea of the warrior vanished. It's quite strange. At one point they had such momentum in their power that it felt like they'd simply continue ruling the land, but it didn't last. I tried to think of what it was that I wanted as the commotion of their restoration. Of the restoration of the imperial rule was happening.
As the commotion of the restoration of the imperial rule was happening. That is a mouthful. That's a sentence.
I was still in Kyoto around then. I just wanted to be around the same sort of atmosphere of Sakai where I was born. One reason why I decided to cross the sea into the southern countries was because of my father's passing. There was nothing to tie me down anymore, but losing him made me want to stay even more. Humans can be so selfish, huh?
Hold on just a second. Okay, not a text. Okay. I just have to, just in case I get a text or something about my roof or someone coming, so...
Tatsunojo and I had been attacked and killed by pirates, so I always had an umbrella hat on. I even thought of becoming a monk, of living quietly as a hermit deep in the woods.
You know, I'm just saying, if you were Tetsunojo, right, and you dive by the hand of pirates, and then you attack Sensei Nono, and he's like, fuck you, you live forever. You know, the idea of, like, I thought of becoming a monk and living, you know, going and, like, do you know what kind of religious uprising you could fucking cause by being like, yep, then the people are like, this monk, there's a monk in this fucking, that he has lived for hundreds of years? It would just fucking blow everybody. I mean, Jesus. You could have absolutely started a cult. You could still start a cult in the bad ending. He could start a cult around himself. Because he's like, no, seriously, try to kill me. And people would stab him, and the next day he'd be like, bam, here I am. No joke. Like, I mean, seriously. I mean, why not? Crazier people start cults, right? I mean, and people fall for that, and at least you just don't ever die. So, like, but like, you could have seriously fucked with the fabric of, like, just the universe, like, left and right. He's like, I'm just gonna go mind my own business. Good for you. Like, yeah, he might have committed other sins, but generally a good person, because a bad person would have been like, what can I do that's literally going to destroy the fabric of everything everybody knows? And, like, fuck with everyone. You could be, like, a culty religious leader. Like, all this crazy shit that you could do with the fact that you can never die. And, like, holy shit. You could seriously fuck with everybody. This is why I'm not going to get cursed like that. Because it'd be like, no, you're a horrible person. You'd be doing horrible shit. Hell yeah, I would. Having fun with it. You know? It's kind of like time travel. You're like, if I could travel back in time, you know you goddamn well would be popping back in time and being like, here's all the things you should invest in and here's the winning lottery numbers and whatever, so that, like, all of a sudden, like, 2 months later, you all of a sudden are a billionaire because you know what I mean? Don't think none of us would do that shit. That's why time travel is a bad thing, okay? Because everybody would go back and then everybody else would go back and then it would just, and the whole world would implode. So, you know. But still, if you were the only person in the world that had time travel abilities, you might go back and do decent things, but you're also going to go back and do shady shit too. Okay, come on. Maybe like, I'm going to go back and do something that's actually going to help the world, but I'm also at the same time going to set up a trust fund for myself. And then like, whatever, oh shit, not my things. Now it's a text message. Now what is it? Okay, no, it's just I want to not a scam text, but it's just a shop text. Okay, anyway. But still, he could have done some crazy shit. Instead, he's like, no, I'm just going to go be a hermit in the woods.
I can't help but want to be around people.
I don't know what that's like.
Even without any ties to anyone like family or lovers. I still want to see and be with others.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I've been wandering about ever since. People would be suspicious of a man who never aged, so I'd only stay in one spot for 5 years at most. I suspect I've traveled all over Japan.
Everywhere I went was wonderful. You could have traveled the entire fucking world.
Oh, right. I remember this happening. I had this Natsume I really liked. Oh, a Natsume's this vessel you store matcha in. The decoration of Fuji flowers on it was so beautiful, and I cherished it. It was what I'd leave with if I had to leave the Amai family. Oh yeah, that was already around the end of the period called Edo. I was attacked by a thief at a cheap lodging. I put it in a silk cloth, so the thief must have mistaken it for money. I'm sure that if it was found by someone who knew how to value these things, they would have known it would fetch a nice price. I complained about why I would carry around something like that with such care, and then I smashed it on the ground right in front of me.
Well, that's mean.
I wanted to kill him. I'd be at ease if I did. I wouldn't have to live on alone anymore. I wouldn't have to go through the pain of dying. I just cut him down. It would all end.
Hey, Sensei Nono said you can't use a sword. He never said you couldn't use a dagger or a butter knife or a fork or stab that man in the eyes with some chopsticks. He never said you couldn't use any other weapons. You just can't use a sword. That's it. Now, could you argue that a knife is a short sword? Sure. I mean, it's kind of sword-like, but it's not like for stab. I'm just saying. You got to get creative. Choke the man to death. Just saying. Like, there's ways to kill people without stabbing them with a sword.
But I couldn't do it. I wondered if it was really okay to just vanish. Without doing anything, without protecting anything, without gaining anything, I'll just be reduced to dust. That Natsume had the only family seal on it, so I think it was also an unconscious source of support.
Oh, had the family, not the only. That Natsume had the family seal on it, sorry.
I was so sad and empty. I was so sad and empty. I swore from that day onward that I would never cherish anything again. People and things would eventually disappear. No matter how much I cared for them, my separation from them would come. But I never would have thought I would come to serve the daughter of King Enma. After things settle down, I intend to make songs again. Until now, I made songs about one-sided love. I'm considering making a song about mutual love that are full of happiness. I'm lost in my own love. I tend to get lost in it, of course. Or an energetic song might be nice too. Something that might play when great villains make their move. Oh, but it's not like I'm using that ridiculous, tasteless mug, though. Well, that's all from me.
Ridiculous, tasteless mug. Yes, you are! It's so funny because it's a tasteless mug. When did that happen? When did you suddenly act like that mug was tasteless? Anyway, so we did... Okay, so 12 must be the new one because we've done... 14, 16... Well, wait a minute. That's a Chisei. What's 13? Oh, that's Ikari. Okay, we haven't done Ikaris yet. We did 14, 16, and 18 before. Okay, so we got these guys to do. Oh, Jack's the purple one. I don't know why I was like, wait, because I'm looking at the red one right now that we're on for Ichisei, so we'll do our little Ichisei story. Hello, everyone. I'm Ichisei Tatsumi, and thank you for requesting me to make a memoir. Some might criticize me for not being important enough for this, but I wanted to give my reflections some shape or form. I'd like to give you all a life update. I was able to get to New York, and my days here are busy from working part-time jobs. Okay, so this is after the good ending. Good. The director of a recording studio in New York is close to the Raijo Star president, so I have a job cleaning there now. Oh. You went from being like a celebrity to like being a cleaning guy. I mean, at least you have a job, but it's still like, at least when you were working as the creepy jester guy, that seems awful. You can use your scars! Ouch! But like, you know, I don't know. Not to say if you're like a janitor or a cleaning person, like you're a lower, you know what I mean? That's not what I meant, but it's like you go from being like, I'm a celebrity to like, I'm cleaning up a building. Like, that's just a huge drastic change. You know what I mean? And it feels like they're like, yeah, hide him away. We're ashamed of him, hide him. And it's like, he could have done, I mean, I guess maybe he's not qualified for anything else. So like, it's not like, but like, you could teach him how to answer phones. Like, hi, I didn't go to school for being like, I was a receptionist before. Like, depending on how big it is, like you can handle answering phones or like transferring calls and stuff like that. Like he could do that. He could get trained to do like I'm sorry, but if I were going to all of a sudden become a janitor, I'd have to get trained on how to do that. You know what I mean? Like cleaning a public space is different than cleaning your own home. Standards are different. You know what I mean? So like you had to train him to do this. You could have trained him to do something else. I feel like for me, this is them being like, oh, yeah, well, you've got scars, so we're going to hide you. Don't show your face. And, like, that just seems so painful and hurtful for him, You're like, oh, poor Chise. Like, in this version. The bad ending one, like, no. Light him on fire. He doesn't deserve a job. But in the good ending, he does. Like, I don't know. On top of that, when I have free time, I do more work. Doing deliveries and anything else, really. I mean, okay, so he's just doing lots of odd jobs. In any case, I have to work and make money, and I also get to learn English. So I'm really getting two birds with one stone here. That's true. I wasn't thinking about that. You can't really teach the man to be a receptionist if he doesn't know English. You can't answer phones in Japanese. It's not going to work. Okay. Wasn't really thinking about that. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. It's probably a lot easier to do odd jobs, cleaning, deliveries, simple things while you're getting up to speed on a language you don't know. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. Wasn't really thinking about that. Okay, thanks. I pass Broadway every day because of it. And I already knew this, but they really are on a completely different level for me. And it's not just the shows on Broadway. The off-Broadway shows are also another world. You have to go to the off-Broadway, and then you're fine. Oh, the difference is the number of seats available. And the shows on Broadway are those with over 500 seats. And they're for major productions you might see promotions for, even in Japan. Off and off are smaller productions, and they're very unique and interesting to watch. And sometimes off is like you can rent that as yourself, and you can just do a one-woman show that's awful. I could probably, if I had enough money, run an off-Broadway production. 12 people in the seats. Here is my amazing voice acting. I shall read Shakespeare. Spacey does Shakespeare on off Broadway. I really am nothing compared to them. But that's something I already knew, so I'm not down about it at all. Well, to say I'm not down about it would be a lie, but I came to the US at least attempting to understand what I was getting into. I didn't mention this to Jack, but even if the accident didn't happen, Chise Tatsumi's expiration date was coming. Oh. I'm not some thoroughbred actor filled with talent, and even if my looks weren't bad, there are so many like me in the industry. And that's why I desperately hung on to that power. This also explains a lot of the bad ending. I've probably heard of a certain saying in theater about selling your soul to the devil. Oh, you've probably, sorry. When I was told the plan for the bit at the plaza, I thought that was exactly what was happening and prepared myself. And yet, all of that still happened to me. Hikari saw me off at the airport and he told me that the honest people like me aren't fit for show business, so I should stay out of Japan. Honest. I wonder if I really am. I do think I'm pathetic, though. And this is embarrassing, so I hope this will be kept secret from Jack, but when I saw Jack fighting Takamura, I thought of how that was what a real hero should be. All I've been thinking about was how to protect myself. I've given so many lines about protecting everyone in my drama show, and yet the real me saw only myself. That's the most pathetic and embarrassing part about me. Jack chose her over himself. He protected her, throwing away his own life. He even protected me, despite the fool that I am.
I truly respect Jack. Those two are great together. So next time I see them, I want to be proud to do so. I want to be a version of me that doesn't bring them shame. Well, it's not like a guy cleaning floors can be very convincing, but please allow me to dream at the very least. Oh, I guess we're almost done here. Alright, then please look forward to the big hit I'll be starring in. And that tells you a lot, because, like, him being like, I envy Jack and whatever, so, like, the bad ending is he had all those negative thoughts. And, like, so, like, I think they brought that up when he was, like, getting slightly possessed and evil. Like, this is the real Ichise Tatsumi, like, the evil inside. And it's like, he does have, like, bad, awful thoughts inside of himself. But everybody does. Even if you were, like, Susie Sunshine and Rainbows, you have negative thoughts. Everybody has negative thoughts. Whether it's like, gosh darn, this is a bad day, or like, I'm gonna stab that bitch, they're the worst person ever. And then you're like, you know what, they're really not. You know what I mean? Like, you have some kind of negative thoughts, and him having negative thoughts and being like, God, I envy Jack and like whatever, like, you know, that's normal. The difference is you're like, yes, I might have these thoughts, but then I realize that, okay, I gotta get past it, or like, you don't act on those things. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when I think about like how sometimes I just really want to stab people at work because they suck so much. I'm not actually gonna fucking stab them, but you know, I want to. You know what I mean? Like, so being possessed by Shinobiku's blood kind of brought out all the evil and kind of made him act on the evilness inside of him, despite the fact that, like, as you can see, he's like, oh, well, I think, like, Jack, I'm envious of Jack and blah, 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 but I realize that I'm, like, you know, I gotta get over that and, like, whatever, and, like, you know, and he's being realistic about it, which is totally normal. Whereas, and everything else, and then even in the bad ending, he's like, I'm jealous of Jack, so I'm gonna take you and make you miserable all about myself because I'm gonna be completely selfish. Like, it's okay to be selfish sometimes, but not the way he was being, you know? Anyway. Let's go, crazy! What's his face, man? Yeah. Ciao! Oh. Ikarin. Ikarin? Oh, hold on. Hold on! Do you need a break? You're starting to get stretchy. Hold on. Hold on. I don't remember the voice we gave Akari, because you know what? He wasn't in it too much, but whatever. You gotta go potties. I know it's been about an hour, and we're probably this part's gonna be very long, because we're talking a lot through it, and we cried a lot, and do you gotta go potties? I gotta finish recording this, so I need you to go poopies. Thank you, good boy. I know, there was a feather. It fell off your body. Alright, hold on. Now we can come back and read. Everybody's used to this. Oh, good lord. Okay. Well, we'll just have to be a big asshole. Ciao! I'm Ikarin with Raijo Star. Everyone having a good time? Ugh, talking like that uses up so much stamina. I'm not that young anymore. A memoir? Am I a criminal? Well, guess I did knock out that kid when no one was looking. Well, whatever. A memoir seems like an industry thing to do. Some people who make it big ask for ghostwriters for their own. You knocked out the kid? When did that happen? What child? Do you mean the kid when everybody was fighting? Like, what's his face? Ryoma? You knocked out, when did you knock out Ryoma, you bastard? What the fuck? You were even worse than we thought! Oh, I hate him because I love him because I hate him. Like, I hate him because, like, they made him so beautiful. Like, you are adorably handsome, but you are such a douche! But, like, then you're like, I punched that kid out, so, you know, he wouldn't see what was going, like, probably, I'm assuming maybe that was when, you would think that would have happened when, Ichise was going crazy and started turning into a snake monster or whatever the fuck was happening there, where he attacked us and stuff, because then him being like, oh, here, give this letter to that kid. I don't think the kid wants to see you. You're evil now. And the kid's is like traumatized now, you know? Like, so Ikari knocking him out at that point makes sense. But I wish they had mentioned it. It would have been funny as shit. Huh? You thought actual celebrities wrote those things? Wow, you're gullible. That's all the work of ghostwriters. Remember that. Let's get back on track. In any case, I don't have much of a history to talk about, and not much of a future either. I got nothing. Huh? Then answer some questions. And no thanks, I feel like I'm going to be asked something I really don't want to hear. The past, huh? Well, fine, it's a story I might hear anywhere else, so if it's too boring, just forget it. Huh? Smoking's not allowed here? And just let me, I can't make it through without one of these. Ah, that's good. In the very distant past, there was this idol group called Passion Prince. You can't introduce an idol band and not now make a game about Passion Prince. Oh my god. And I'm sorry, I need a prequel game, Passion Prince, with young Ikari in here as as one of the dateable characters before he became a trash bag. I need this! Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Not real. If they made this game and they put him in there and you didn't know they were connected and you played that and you were like, oh my god, Hikaru's my favorite character. And then you found out he was supposed to be this guy and then you realize what a trash bag he turns out to be. Oh my god. We need them to just do the games that I come up with because this would be fucking hilarious. This would be amazing. It would be wonderful. We need this. I was the center member, Hikaru Sumeragi. Think I'm joking? I am, dumbass. Oh, damn, man, I wanted that in my life. As the name implied, they look like princes. And they gather the pretty types around high school age. But Hikaru was going through a voice change and couldn't speak or sing for some time. I'm sure he suffered from pressure and maybe some psychogenesis, but he wasn't able to use his voice at all for about a year. What is he, a mermaid princess? Prince, I guess? In any case, when he was able to speak again, his voice was too low to be an idol's. His face had a much sharper look to it, and he stood out so much when putting on the same outfit as everyone else. I saw that first line, and I'm so disappointed that it wasn't actually him. I'm so disappointed, because I'm sorry, but that was the funniest fucking thing, and like, damn, that would have been so good! I need an alternate universe now. After that, he got a notice from his agency about being kicked out for not being able to perform, and he quickly vanished after that. And that's it for that story. No, it wasn't me. And that's just the kind of story you might hear often in the industry. But, well, Hikaru's life ended at age 14. I don't know what he's up to now, but I'm sure he's living as if he were dead. You see a lot of commercials that put you in as the protagonist of the story, but all that's a lie. I have this thought from time to time, being in the entertainment industry. Protagonists, the ones who can be them, showered in spotlights, are just a single handful. Everyone's told that in the beginning, but they still try. They believe they're part of that handful. Hey, we are part of that handful. We always get to be the protagonist. You shut up. Don't take my dreams from me. But they soon realize they aren't. Shut up! No, I realize sometimes I feel like a side character in my own life. I really fucking do. You know how, like, everybody's got, like, people have, like, main character syndrome? It's like, you're only the main character in your own life. You're not the main character in everybody's life. I'm like, in my own life, I'm somebody else's side character. I'm never even the main character in my own life. I'm literally a side character, and I don't like it. What the fuck? Maybe because when I'm the main character, it's just all hell breaking loose. And I'm like, can we just not then? I'll gladly be the side character sitting in the corner. Because the universe beats the fuck on me, and I hate it. Like... I don't want to be the main character because it's trauma dumping when I'm the main character. I want to be the main character in like a happy game or like a happy thing. Like it's just not working out. So like, I'm gonna go back to side character. I'm gonna go back to being Harry Potter and being in my room, making no noise, pretending I don't exist, and I wish the universe would get on the ball with that. Okay. Aside from this channel, leave this channel alone. Jesus fucking Christ. I can't. This channel and my bird are the two things that are keeping me going. That's literally it. Some people are fueled by rage and coffee. I am fueled by this channel and my bird, and that is it. That's all I have going for me right now. Fuck. And all my personal possessions. So don't have my roof cave in, and no tornadoes. Don't kill. Like, that's it. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus. Like, I'm trying, universe. Don't take anything else from me. Good Lord. Don't test my patience. I know I have my job, but it's goddamn awful. So, like, I can complain about it. I'm still gonna go, because I need to pay my bills, but, like, good Lord. Anyway, I imagine Hikaru couldn't stand that. It's supposed to be Hikaru, isn't it? Anyway. I just keep pretending to try, and to just keep pretending and trying regardless, to rely on pure determination, seems so sad and pathetic and embarrassing. And that by doing that, you're just part of the rest of the crowd.
He's such an idiot and a coward, huh? I wonder, are you talking actually about yourself? You're like, yeah, no, it's not me. I'm just kidding, dumbass. I wonder if it really was you, though. Because then this makes everything you're saying about that kid interesting. When he realized that it was already too late. Fads change in an instant. There's just too many fun things in the world. Huh? Don't give up. Don't say something the girl would say. Also, this isn't about me. When you age, your cowardice is polished and strengthened. Right now, I can't even let go of the insignificant things in my hands. I told you, this isn't about me. Oh, Hikaru Sumeragi died. Huh? Aim to become an old man idol? You want me to kill you? What even is an old man idol? Makes me laugh even thinking about it. Hey, the Backstreet Boys are still touring in their, 50s. They should be the Backstreet Men by now, but because it seems weird when you're 50 to call yourself. Are they in their late 40s, early 50s? How old are I don't know, but anyway. Well, I guess it's horrible enough to laugh at least. I'll tell that to Hikaru later. Oh, later! That's a whole separate sentence, sorry. Hikaru. It's supposed to be Hikaru, I think, but I always pronounce it wrong. Anyway, let's see. So we did that. Oh, we have to do our middle ones, and then we have to do that whole bottom row, and that's basically all we're good. Okay. Tetsunojo 1. I got a few more minutes that I can record, and then I'll have to, piece things together. Oh, we've never seen his room! And he's actually got a little tea stage. Okay. Ooh, no, don't do that.
Welcome to my tea room. That's pretty perfect with a tatami and tea kettle set, right? I even installed a low kotatsu, too. Let's eat mandarin oranges here during the winter. I have an electric stove, so we can make mochi while eating red bean soup here. Leave it to me. I love light matcha best, but I can also make green leaf tea, black tea, and Chinese teas perfectly, too. Oh, but would you like to try experiencing dark matcha sometime? Like the name implies, dark matcha uses over double the matcha you would normally use, and that kind's usually seen as a more formal tea. That's characteristic in that a number of people who drink from it
Will drink from it, sorry.
That's fairly different from anything modern, so you might be surprised. But, well, that's not really a problem between you and me, right? We're lovers now. It's like wanting to share an ice cream float together.
Stop. It's okay. You can share the tea too, as long as it doesn't have chocolate in it. You can have some. I know. Jack and I are lovers. Well, Tetsunojo and I are lovers, so we're going to share the tea, but we'll share with you too. Don't attack my headset. Stop being a jerk.
I wonder if old man Rikyu would yell at me for saying stuff like this. Oh, he's dead and vanished by now, I'm sure. Oh, no, I'm just talking to myself. It's nothing. Right, let me talk about my other hobbies and everything else. Let's see. My birthday's February 10th, and I'm an Aquarius. My blood type is B. To say that my hobby's making tea doesn't feel quite right. Making tea's more just a part of who I am. I make it when I'm happy and when I'm sad. And my lover is my tea whisk. No, wait, my lover is you. I misspoke. My apologies. You're the most important thing there is to me. I promise you. You'll forgive me. I'm sorry, I'll be careful. Well, I know this isn't a great way to put it, but I am still just not used to this. I've lived alone far too long. It just feels like a dream for the woman I love to actually be here in front of me. This is all I say recently, huh? Even after I've been officially assigned to the Eternal Hell. I'd like to go on walks. I mentioned this to you when we ran into each other at the grocery store, remember? And that wasn't a lie. I'll walk in the morning, afternoon, and night, and in the spring, summer, fall, or winter. I think of how you'll be walking beside me during those walks now. That makes me want to cry.
Look how adorable he looks right now.
Let's get this task over with before I do, though. Let's see. My favorite scent. That has to be tea. The types of tea leaves there are, the timing when they're harvested, how they're heated up, they all affect the aroma. Are you bored? Oh, right. Speaking of tea leaves, in Japan and throughout the world, there are some perfumes with notes of green tea, so I like trying those. I found and collected a number of soaps and eau de perfumes. They're mostly unisex aromas, so would you want to try them? Alright, next is the last question. your favorite part of a woman's body? I suppose my personal favorite is the back of the neck. So, if you could tie your hair up or put it in a ponytail sometimes. Sorry, on second thought, maybe not.
Good for you. My hair is always fucking up because it annoys the hell out of me when it's down. I don't know why I have long hair. I don't know why I don't cut my hair. That would be annoying. I'd have to cut it constantly, and I don't like having to go get my hair done constantly. You know, I do it myself, so, like, my hair is always up. My hair is almost to my fucking waist at this point, and it's always up on the top of my head, so. Back of my neck is always exposed for you, sir.
I might want to take a bite out of it, even if we're out in public.
I'm okay with that.
Actually, we might not even be able to make it outside for any dates. That look on your face. Are you plotting something right now?
Yeah, I'm planning to turn my back on you.
If you want me to come take you, how about you tie it up right now?
Hell yeah, I will. It's already tied up. Also, I kind of not gonna lie, when he was talking about tea and then he's like, are you bored? I'm like, no, I love this though. Because, like, I know nothing about, like, all the fancy teas and everything like that. So somebody who, like, him is into tea ceremonies and tea and then is, like, explaining it to you and talking about it, like, it's nerding out about your hobby. And even though I may not be into that hobby, you know, or know anything about it, you getting excited, like, oh my god, okay, so, like, anyway, and talking about it, you're like, I have no idea what you're saying, but you being so excited to share it with me and nerding out about it and being, like, and wanting to talk about it and everything is adorable, and I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if there's probably some things that, like, if people are like, okay, let's talk about sports, you're like, oh my god, shoot me now, I don't want to talk about fucking sports. You know what I mean? But, like, there's still things that sometimes when people talk about it, they like, you can still be like, I appreciate how adorable you are talking about sports. But I hate sports, so I don't want to talk about sports or politics. You know what I mean? Those are two things. Please don't, I'll leave. But, like, other things where you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about, but you're excited about it, and it's kind of cute. So him just talking about tea, it's like, no, you know what? That's, like, not a hobby that a lot of people have, so you nerding out about it and going on, it's like, I have no clue what any of the words you just said are, but I love how excited you are about it and, like, how much you want to share that with me, and that's adorable and sweet and beautiful. Like, let's just normalize nerding out about your hobbies with people and the fact that you should be able to talk to your significant other about hobbies, even if they have no idea what you're talking about. They're like, okay, yeah, I don't know anything you just said, but, like, no, you keep telling me, you know? Like, I don't talk to my friends about the games and stuff that I play, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I were dating someone and they were, oh, I don't want to talk about your freaking romance, and they were being toxic about it, I'd be like, you're out. You want to have a partner that you're like, oh my god, so, like, my 2D boyfriends? Did you want to see my 2D boyfriend today? You want to see my current man harem? And they'll be like, you're such a fucking nerd. And just, like, roll their eyes at you, but, like, kind of think it's funny and adorable. And not be toxic and weird about it. You know what I mean? Like, they'd be like, you want to see my harem? And you're like, all right, this is weird. We're weird people. Anyway.
All right. I think that should do it for the things I need to move over.
Nice work today.
It's already night out now. Sorry to make you clean with me.
Don't worry about it. I like this room anyways.
Although all these leaves are fake.
I think that worked out in the end. It would have been far too much work to come here just to water them every day anyways.
You're right. It would have been fine to move out completely from here, but I do have memories here with you. I'm supposed to be in recovery right now, but after some time, I intend to make songs again.
And if you're making songs, you can use this as your recording studio space. Everyone will be waiting for you. I can't wait either.
I got a message from Ichise, too. He said he found an apartment around where he'll be staying, so he'll be going to the US in a month.
A movie starring Ichise with your song as the theme song. I'll pray too, so all that comes true.
I'm glad that child Ryoma was happy to get that letter, too.
Oh, good, okay. He said he'd make it his treasure. So, yeah, we know Ikari knocked him out. He didn't see Ichise going nuts. To him, Ichise, the red spinner, will always be a hero he admires, which is good.
Although I never really imagined I'd be serving under the daughter of King Enma like this.
It really surprised me that the well really was connected to hell.
I agree with you, lover of the occult.
That takes me back to...
You must be hungry, right? There's a great Italian restaurant near the gates of hell. Do you want to get something there before heading back?
Wait, is it alright if I take in the view from the window here a bit?
The window? Is there something to be worried about?
No, not at all. I walked toward the window and opened the curtains a bit. You can see the hell tree from here too, right? It's just like the view of the human realm at night. Oh, sorry.
You're so cute.
You're treating me like a child, aren't you? Ooh, CG. Oh, hi. Pinned up against the window.
No, I'm not. I just love how you get excited over anything beautiful.
That's why I'm excited over you, sir. As he whispered to me, kissed me over and over with light, grazing touches.
I mentioned this before, but I'd never seen anyone enjoying drinking my tea as much as you did.
When you were alive, there were real princesses around, right? Don't compare me to women like that who were actually ladylike.
My fiancé didn't seem to enjoy it, though.
I was well aware that he must have been in love with someone else in the past. I couldn't believe I was jealous about this. It could have been an arranged marriage.
My father was a businessman and moved around all sorts of assets, which of course meant he had connections with military officers. But I'm sure the princesses of those families simply saw their role as one to help their family's finances. I've only met her one time for tea, so don't worry. I'm happy you get jealous over me.
You're so mean. Don't put it like that.
You're right. I know it's rude to compare you with anyone else. Well, I just wanted to talk about that to tell you why I was so attracted to you.
I felt him give a quick smile as his gentle hand grazed against my hair. I do like that they threw that in, that like, hey, yeah, my dad was a businessman, so it was an arranged marriage. I met her once. It was gonna be like a forced kind of marriage thing, like, because that happens, you know?
During those times, it was difficult to be able to marry someone out of your own volition. To decide which family to marry into and ensure yours a secure future, make a mistake in that and you'll fall to ruin. Me and that woman were nothing more than pawns of our parents. I think I just wanted to run away from all those things, too.
I leaned my body against his.
Because of that, I became a person who's unable to die, living on forever, and gave up on loving or seeking love from others. To not desire anything is the same as being dead. That's why finally becoming one of the dead and being by your side makes me feel so alive. It really is strange, isn't it?
Tetsunojo. I moved over to kiss him. I felt that at times like this, words weren't all too useful.
Lord, daughter of Enma. We seem like such a normal couple, looking over the beautiful scenery while exchanging sweet kisses. It's like a scene out of a show or a movie.
I suddenly felt embarrassed, and when I moved to look away...
I wasn't teasing you. I'm just so happy. I love you so much. I couldn't help it.
He put more strength into his arms to pull me closer and placed his lips over mine for a deep, deep kiss. Oh, I'm not moaning. Well, there's a lot of moaning going on. His lips felt so nice. They were a bit cold and smooth to the touch. I wanted to keep kissing him forever. You can, kinda, sorta.
Oh, no. And the house-made ravioli at that restaurant's so good, too. They change what they put in depending on the day. The one I like most is the spinach and mozzarella.
That sounds delicious. What?
The margarita's good, too. Apparently they grow the basil in their own gardens.
Tetsunojo?
And they keep some great wines, too. Oh, but you died at the age of 19, huh? You still can't drink.
What do you want to say?
That's hard for us to handle being hungry, and we happen to be hungry at this very moment. But more so than the ravioli or margarita, I want to eat you.
He rubbed against my hips over my skirt, sending a twinge of pleasure through my thighs. Uh-huh.
To not lay my hands on you in such a romantic situation just isn't possible.
Look at him blushing furiously. I love it. I really, really didn't dislike this. But more importantly, then how about we try growing basil on the roof?
Huh?
It's going to get warmer and warmer now, so it's a good time to plant seeds.
Daughter of Enma,
You're able to take care of real plants now, right? His beautiful eyes opened up wide. And if they grow all right, we'll make our own pizza. How about we plant some tomato seedlings too? He's like, I was talking about having sex with you, and now you're talking about planting seeds. We're on 2 different pages and 2 different books here.
Stop. I can't handle things like that. Things that are so happy. After being unable to dive for so long, planting and watering herbs on a rooftop is just so full of happiness. It makes me feel uneasy.
I get that. You're like, everything has been so awful, so when something good happens, I'm like, oh God, what are you going to do, universe? You just don't trust the gifts that the universe gives you when it bitch slaps you so fucking hard for so long? I get it. I get it. I'm in that spot right now. Like, I'm not going to trust anything good. I'm like, this is a trap. You don't want to do things that make you feel happy? I absolutely do, but I just don't trust them.
I do.
Then let's get going and take a look at that flower shop on our way back. I think they're open until late tonight.
If we're talking herbs, then how about mint? Putting it into things like mojitos is refreshing and amazing. Well, they can be made without alcohol too, so I'll make you some.
You can still make alcohol at home. I'm allowed to drink it at home, not in a restaurant. Oh yeah, I never drank one before, so I can't wait. I sat there and pictured it. The rooftop covered all in green.
Spacey, this is the first time I've been captivated by someone being asked to grow basil with her. I've fallen for you all over again.
I clicked that too fast, sorry. But it's supposed to be, I'm so captive. I clicked that too fast, but it was...
This is the first time I've been so captivated by someone being asked to grow basil with her.
Okay. I read that weird, but anyway.
I've fallen for you all over again.
I clicked it as I was reading that sentence. He smiled. As he smiled, he pulled me in close again.
So, with that said, let's continue.
Oh, no. Oh, back to that CG. This time his kiss was intended to make me cave in. His warm, soft touch grazed at me over and over, and my own tongue responded in kind on its own.
After being seduced like that, I have to do my best to respond to you.
Tetsunojo. The hem of my blouse was pulled out and exposed. As he gently ate away at my lips, the buttons to it were unfastened. Good Lord! He gets very spicy, and they make us read it.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'll make you the most delicious mojito ever, so I hope you'll enjoy it. But first, you can just taste me.
Oh, dear God, you did not just say that! His long fingers were a bit cold to the touch. The deeper parts of my body grew painfully hot in response to the touches of his fingers grazing across my skin.
Because I wasn't able to bring myself to before, I'll say it so much that you'll get tired of it. I love you, Spacey.
I couldn't bring myself to say it back to him, because his aggressively moving fingers kept me from doing so.
And I'll love you from now to forever.
You cannot say things like, but for now, just taste me and think I'm not going to fall down. I'm sitting down, but I would have fallen over. Jesus, sir. Anyway, we will absolutely do the rest of them, but I've got to take a short break. I'll be back in 2 seconds. You won't even know I'm gone. It won't be 2 seconds. It'll be like, so this is going to be a super long part because it's already an hour and 20 plus minutes. So, but we will finish these in this part, but I have to go back to work and then I'll edit the pieces together. I know I didn't have to tell you, but I like being honest with you guys. So I'll be back in a hot second. You won't know the difference. Okay. What did I tell you? You didn't even know I was gone. It's been hours. I stayed on late at work because I was like, are we trying to, there's something that people are trying to push through and I'm like, are we doing it or not? I'm not going to log off and then people like do that, whatever. Anyway, but my landlord did get in touch with me. So he made an appointment for someone to come look at my roof on the 28th. That's 2 fucking weeks from now. What the fuck? Okay. You know what? So I will have time to record, after my mom leaves. But like, what the fuck? They should have come that following week, like next week, not the week after. The 28th. That'll have been, my roof has been leaking for almost a month at that point. Are you fucking shitting me? Thank God, even though it's been raining today, it's been like kind of just drizzly gross. It's dry, so it's like, okay. But like, I don't know what it's gonna be like over the next 2 fucking weeks. Are you... Like, I find it very hard to believe that someone can't come out to fix a roof leak for 2 fucking weeks. That's kind of bullshit. To like, it's not like, okay, we can't go up onto the roof until it's not raining. To just come in and look at it and try to figure out where it's coming from or whatever. You could get here before that. What the fuck? And next week, because I can at least see the forecast, like, it's not supposed to be raining, which will be good for me, but also that's when you can come. Okay, anyway, so I fucking can't. I really fucking can't. But anyway, so who knows? Still gonna keep on the if Goemon's route's delayed, it's because I don't have our next game that we should be playing in tandem with this right now. I haven't even started it. I have no plans. I have nothing because, everything that's happened in the last month. So things might just be off until the roof gets fucking fixed, and then I can get back to goddamn normal. But normal, oh dear lord. Anyway, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, but this will be done. So this will be done. Anyway, right. So we were starting here. It's been several hours.
Hey, Techon! You forgot to dry your laundry and it's still in the wash! You moron!
No, I put my laundry away. I was like, oh, speaking of laundry, I had my towels in the dryer.
Oh, that's right. How many times do you have to do this? I have to use this too, so be careful! Sorry, whenever some good lyrics come to me, all my attention goes in that direction. But wait, I'm already in a room prepared for you though, right? You should just do your laundry there. Nishiki Koji tried to get in. He's gross, he's trash, he's the worst, and he needs to get caught for indecency and burned in hell for eternity.
She is not wrong. That man is the one that Ikari tried to sell her to in that bad ending. So, like, where she threw us out the window with her. Well, yeah.
That's right. And the light bulb in the bathroom's been out too. Well, I did notice that, but there's some elegance to the darkness. I thought it would be calming. What? I don't understand how you work when your tea ceremony tools are so well taken care of. I can live without some laundry or a light bulb in the bathroom.
And it's really difficult, to do your makeup or anything without light bulb in it, but I guess he doesn't have to worry about that. He's just beautiful without makeup. Like, whatever, sir. Pardon us women who have to look pretty for you, and you just get to be pretty. Whatever.
You're such a pain. So annoying.
She ain't wrong. Oh, okay, that was quick. These will be like 5 minutes. I could have recorded them. I needed to go back from lunch because I had stuff I had to do, so.
John, look at this. It's a new nail design. Isn't it cute?
Is it just going to be the two of them the whole time? Because it's kind of fun.
I won't be praising you for it. Hurry up and show it off to your prince and have him praise you. Even if you won't, Sis will praise me for it. Do you really like her that much? I love her. She's pretty and nice. I want her to be my real sibling in place of that idiot brother of mine. And would making an idol unit of 2 sisters with matching uniforms be nice too?
I love her so much. It's like, I'm sorry, Kikinosuke, I hate to say you're my least favorite. It's just, it's not anything wrong with Kikinosuke. It's the fact that he's got the adorable baby face. And we know how I feel about the adorable baby face ones. They're just not my type, because I'm too old. I don't care if I'm playing a 19-year-old girl, you're just too, I don't care if he's 30. You look 12. That's a problem for me. That's just how my brain operates, okay? But, there was nothing wrong with him or his route at all. And he's got fucking Azami, the most adorable little sister. So it's man, I wish I liked you more, But if you like the babyface love interest, if little babyface bros are your thing, Kikinosuke's a good boy. Okay, he's a good boy. So you can do far worse. We've done far worse in other games. So
Force's smile doesn't suit her, so I think the entertainment industry would be tough for her, don't you think? Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, whatever. In any case, she's mine. Oh, Sis is mine. Sis is mine. But you know, if you want praise, there's plenty of people for that. Like Shino, your fans that watch your stream, or any random guy out there.
Or Fujimori. Fujimori will praise you. He loves you.
You want to be praised by a friend? You really are a difficult kid. Shut up! Go die!
Does she know that he's like 600 fucking years old?
Sorry, I gotta use. I know. You were like, you want to snug at my hand, but then you don't want to snug at my hand, but then you gave me attitude face when I took my hand away. But I gotta click the buttons. Don't be looking up on the roof like that because it's leaking. And if you look up, like now, I'm starting to wonder if you're looking up because you hear this guy. Oh, this guy.
This is Goemon's friend, dude. Weren't we talking about him earlier in this route? Like, where the hell has he been? And, like, he's the only side character. Well, I mean, he's going to show up more in Goemon's route. But, like, okay, Goemon knows you. Everyone else that's shown up has a plot or a purpose. Okay? Like, even if Sensei Nono didn't have a plot or a purpose in specifically Jack's route, he's had a plot or a purpose in the whole game. Right? You know, Oshichi has a plot or purpose in the whole thing. All of the bad guys have had a tie to somebody, right? And like Ikari kind of has been around it being a douchebag in the background for everybody. Like, we finally saw Ichise in this one, like, okay, he's got a bigger plot. What about you? What about you? You've never had anything. You popped in like in the comment room, being like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And Goemon's like, "Oh, I know this guy," and we're like, "Okay, cool." And we've never seen or heard from you again. The person we've seen only slightly more, but still almost as little as you, is Mukun. But we know what his plot and purpose is. He's just there to be the scapegoat and the idiot. Okay, you know, we didn't see him in this route, and I miss him. I miss our precious little Bambi prince. Okay, he's adorable and precious and needs to be protected because he's too stupid to function. He's too stupid. Like, he should not be left out on his own. Somebody needs to put him on a leash. Okay? I might enjoy that thought a little bit more than I should, to be fair. Okay? I don't... As far as himbos go, Mukun is, like, the king of all himbos, because he is literally the dumbest fucking character we have ever met. But the kind that's... You're not like, God, you're stupid. You're like... God, you're stupid, and I need to protect you because you're too adorably stupid. You know what I mean? Just me? Anyway. But you, this guy, you have not been around, and now all of a sudden you're showing up here, and you're sus as fuck now. Because were we thinking the whole time... I say this, I'm giving you credit for my thoughts too, okay? It's collective brain cell that we're sharing, alright? But like, if Shino Bikini wasn't really in charge, especially because... Was it... Wait... Was it Sharku's route where we brought the Simon back? Whose route did we do that in? Which one was it? No, because Yona was the one fighting, what's her face? Well, and what's his name? Our lovers over there. Okay, names are just, like, lost from my brain right now, even though it's only been, like, a couple hours since I played. Right? And now I can't remember whose route was what. I obviously remember Kikinosuke was Azami, because that's his sister. But Yona was right? Didn't Yona fight Okuni and Sonzaburo? And then... Well, anyway, when Asaimon was brought back in whichever route we did it in, because that's now... Or maybe Okuni was in... Why can't I remember? Guys, I cannot for the life of me fucking remember this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whoever brought Asaimon back, remember, Shinobikini went with him. And it was like, but if she's the big bad, right? If she's the one that... Well, she definitely got them all brought out. And I can understand why she would want Asaimon rescued. That was her lover, okay? But everybody else, why? And if she's the one that's got this huge evil plot, why would she even willingly go back with him? That seems kind of counterintuitive, right? I've got this big plot, but my boyfriend has to go back to hell. I'm just gonna fuck out with everything and go back? That doesn't seem like something you would do. You know what I mean? If you're truly evil. But if you're also a puppet, absolutely. Totally makes sense. So if she's not behind everything and is just like, the mascot for the Puppet Master, right? You, because where have you been? And you're the only other character that I can think of that, aside from Mukun, right, that has really not had much, that has been there, but not had a plot or a purpose or anything. And we have not interacted with. But that's also because, obviously, your Goemon's friend, we're not going to interact with him until we get to that route. But also, now you're showing up here at the end of Jack's route? Are we about to get, like, a little, like, sneak peek, like, oh, and make you look more sus than you already do? You know what I'm saying? Like, with, Ichise, they kept bringing up, like, oh, the red spinner, and we'd have, like, a passing thing, and you're like, okay, he's going to play more of a part in a later one, sure. And he did. We have not seen hide or hair of Shiroku here until right now. Like, I couldn't remember his name. Like, we met him in the very beginning of the game, and then he has never been around. So, like, I highly doubt they're gonna add a whole new side character if they're gonna do somebody else is secretly evil and it's not all Shinobikni's plan, right? If it's not all her plan, my bet would be on you. Because it's definitely not Mukun's plan. I mean, that would be an interesting twist. That would actually be an amazing twist if it was all Mukun's plan. He's like, haha, I'm actually evil. What? I would be shocked because he's really good at playing stupid. And I don't think that's an act. I think he's really that dumb and innocent. But that would be masterful of the game for him to be like having this evil plot because yeah, I wouldn't until this moment I would never have seen it. I still don't see it coming. I would still be like, wait, what? I know I threw this out there right now, but like I 100% expect that to not be the case. He's too dumb and sweet and innocent to be evil. You know what I mean? The man barely has a brain cell to rub together. He can't even cut a brain cell in half to make two pieces to rub together. His brain cell is not even big enough. Okay? Is all I'm saying. Like, he can't even bang a brain cell around in his skull. There's too much air in there, okay? So, like, no way he's big bad evil. But you could absolutely be. And the fact that you're here now makes me even more sus of you. So, got my eyes on you, bitch. Until we do Goemon's route in like a month from now, and I totally fucking forget. But anyway. I don't remember if he had a voice. Did he have a voice? Anyway. I thought you might be here, Mr. Akari. Tori, I told you, you don't need to address me so formally. We're not strangers. And the fact that you're talking to Ikari. I really should be polite, though. Here, a gift from me. A craft beer from the Enma Brewery in Hell. And now you're... But this is so sus. This is so sus. Thanks. You can only get this in Hell, right? Tori, I love you. You looked a bit down when I saw you earlier today, so I just wanted to give this to you as a gift. Ugh, tell me about it. You know... Jack got away from me. He got away? What do you mean? I do know the hospital and police are in a rush to find him, though. It seems like that kid's got a lot going on in his life, but it does seem like he's alive. But it seems like he's going to change careers to be an ally of justice. Huh. An ally of justice? See, he's asking too much. This is so fucking suspicious. Why are all the people around me the ones who gotta be the stars and the heroes? Can I have a smoke too? Sure, go for it. I wonder if there are labels written for people when their fates are determined, like, this person's a nobody, or this one's the protagonist, or this guy's shady as fuck. No, I haven't heard anything like that about the candles in Hell. Candles? Yeah, all of us. Candles? I mean, that does explain Sensei Nono's power, candle maker. You know what I mean? Because, like, your soul is a candle and it burns out. You know what I mean? So it's not that I haven't heard that analogy before, but not necessarily in this game aside from roundaboutly with Sensei Nono's candle maker ability. Have you ever heard of them? There are these things called the candles of life, and everyone has one with their lifespan written on them. And the fact that you know this stuff and nobody else has ever mentioned this in the game and you're bringing it up. It's not that it's, secret knowledge. It's the fact that you're bringing it up, of all people, seems sus as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, never heard of that before. With that said, I've never seen a real one in person. It's a world unrelated to me as a normal, unextraordinary prisoner. And then that! I'm a normal, unextraordinary prisoner. I feel like that is suspicious. Unextraordinary, huh? Tori, did you ever look up to heroes? I'm not the type of person to do that. You know, I've always thought that maybe I'm good at finding those that stand out and shine because I can't shine myself. Oh. Well, I might relate to that a bit. Oh, and you're finding a kindred spirit, the two of you together, and there's nothing good about this at all. Yeah, and then it just ends like that? Oh, that's sus as fuck, yo! Sus as fuck! Getting into a fresh tub in the afternoon with clear skies right after cleaning it. That's just the best. You seem to be enjoying yourself, meow. Oh, Tama. Oh, the water's great. Come on in.
The water was great earlier. You went on in. You took tubbies, didn't you? Yes, you did, Booger Bird. You took tubbies. You just took light tubbies today, unlike the other day. The other day, you took very deep tubbies. Yes, you did, but you made me be your tubby bath. Yeah. Yes, you did. Did you tell everyone? You're so smart. You learned how a long time ago. It's not new. You've always been smart, boy. Sometimes you're stupid. It just really depends on what day you're using your brain cell. But you get into the center of the sink. You get in the center and you stand there and you are like, bitch, turn on the water. And that's when we know turn on the water for you. But the other day, was it yesterday or was it Monday? I don't remember. But you did not want to take your tubbies. You didn't.
Well, today's only Tuesday, so it had to have been like Saturday or Sunday then. Anyway, it could have been Monday. I don't know.
But anyway, you were like, no, I want tubbies, but I don't want to take tubbies. So you made me cup my hands under the water and stand there so you could use my hands as your tubs. Yeah. And then when that happens, that means my arms and my shirt and the sink and all of me get sopping wet because you splash around and you like to flail and I basically take a second shower. Yeah, it was very rude. It's kind of adorable, but it's very... Today, you're not as wet as you were then. You're just damp. Because I wanted just going to pay you. Okay, anyway. You are damp, though. You smell better when you're dry. When you're wet, you smell musty.
Yeah, wet birds don't smell very good. Dry birds, though.
Sniff all your feathers straight up through my nose into my brain. You smell so good.
It's a weird bird people thing. Anyway.
Tetsunojo! Or if I recall, my lord has given you the name Kuro.
Sure, that's fine too. I like that name. Oh, right. I remembered you wanted to have a shampoo and rinse.
A fine show of courtesy, meow. I'll ask for a wash then, meow.
How's that? That's not too rough.
Meow! It's quite nice. A good job indeed. Meow!
Have you always been by her side, Lord Toma?
I have. She saved me when I was about to become a shamisen cover.
I see. And then you and I are similar. We've both been saved by her.
Has she helped you as well, Lord Kuro?
I'm a fool and a coward to put too much importance on looks.
I don't meet many who talk themselves down like that.
I'm a guy who always thinks about what it means to take whatever action I'm about to take.
Meow!
Unless she's constantly taking action first before thinking, right? I mean, that is dangerous in its own way. But it made me think about how justice doesn't even have to be a particular meaning, but doesn't have to have a particular meaning behind it.
I don't quite follow, meow.
Sorry. Let me wash you down. But, Lord Tama, can I ask that you remember that I love your master?
I'll strike a deal with you with a box of meowfuls, meow.
Sure, you can have one or even 1,000 boxes.
No, I'm just kidding, meow. If you really insist, though, please take care of Chief, meow.
Aw, Tama, that's sweet.
Like, nah, you don't have to give me gifts. Just take care of
Just take care of my lady, man. Lady, comma, man to him, not me.
If it isn't Lord Kuro, did you come to play macabre? I hadn't planned to, but maybe I'll try some since I haven't for so long. Really? Are you sure you haven't been playing it like crazy in secret? Unfortunately, I'm not on it as much as you are. But in the past I did play when I had time. Although I haven't for a while with all the commotion that's been going on.
That's literally me with everything. I haven't had any time with all the commotion that's been going on. Simmer down, August! For you, it's September. How's it going? Please tell me it's better. Someone in the future in September tell me that it gets better because, God, I don't want to do this anymore. Just in general, this recording I do absolutely want to do. I live in constant fear that I check my email like 42 times a day now, and I'm always like, paranoid that something else is going to happen because, like, everything is awful. You know this. I've said it so much. I just want to get to the point where, like, everything is amazing! When's that gonna happen, please? Good fucking God. Anyway. Oh, the stress of just being tense, constantly waiting for the next shoe to kick you in the face. Not the shoe to drop. It's gonna kick me in the face. Is a lot. I think I need to start drinking heavily. Oh my God. Oh, I don't, anyway.
Then have a match with me.
Like, I'm so fucking stressed. I'm gonna go bald and probably give myself an ulcer with just how, like, stressed I am about everything and everything. Like, I don't, like, you know what? I'm kind of glad my mom's coming tomorrow. It's, like, good that my mom will, like, maybe be like, you need to relax, and maybe I'll just forget about things for a little while. You know what I mean? I'll have to distract myself a little bit, you know? We won't be able to play games, though, and I'm gonna miss it. I'll miss you guys. I will. It'll only be a few days. But, you know. But I already miss you. Things are behind. Things are off-kilter. Things are just all out of whack. But goddamn, I miss being able to do things normally. One of these days.
But you're a VIP card holder, right? I really don't think I can win.
I know this part's going to be like 2 hours, but you're not going to complain. Is something up, you two? Oh my God, is everyone going to hang out?
Oh, nice timing. Jonas, you should have your debut game in Macabre too. We got time now, so now's our chance.
Well, I'm not that great at video games.
Well, your desire uses guns, right, Murakami? Unless it's just like using one. You can totally do it. What are you three doing together?
Okay, when Kikinosuke was there with Jack, I was like, oh, this is cute, they're gonna hang out. And I'm like, yeah, but where's, like, Jack hanging out with all of our chuckle fucks? Where's everybody together? And then when Yona showed up, I was like, wait, Goemon's gonna show up too, and it's gonna be everybody together, and I love it.
Oh, since you're here, do you want to try to help a call party? Oh, the thing Kiku's super into. I mean, that seems fine, but I'll clearly lose, so give me a handicap. Oh, I need that, but shouldn't we also have a prize for the winner? A date alone with our Lord Hell Guardian at Hell Mansion.
You're on. Yona's like, fuck yeah. Wow, everybody really does love me. I'm dating Jack right now, right? You know what? No, this is the man harem route. Right now, this is man harem, and we're dating everybody.
What? No, hang on. You'd break the cabinet if you shot your gun into it, Yona. Forget the zombies. Shouldn't I be taking out anyone willing to get in the way of our date? Y'all chased us around real good, didn't you?
Look at him whipping out his sword. Where the fuck is Goemon right now?
If you want to try and take us out, then bring it on. I don't want to have to hurt anyone, but I can't back down from this.
Stop right there. There's Mom.
What gives, Goemon? Don't get in our way.
If you start a commotion here, it's gonna cause trouble for Our Lady, who's in charge.
Right, yeah, sorry.
If you're going to compete to be alone with her at Hell Mansion, the torture room's the best place for that. I guess they call it the torture room despite the fact that it's just a fucking gym.
Even though she's my lover.
If that's what you think, then win against us. Even if you are her lover, the princess will always be a princess. I love how Goemon's like, yeah, you can think that, but we got a piece of this pie. This one's fun. Oh, is it? Wait. That's really how that is. You know what? That's probably the best one. That's my favorite right now. Okay, love that. Oh, Jack, you just didn't understand what kind of man harem you were getting into. Oh, that's adorable. I love that so much. Okay, so that was basically it. I know, yeah, because like right now I'm like, it's just only been 30 minutes, but the other part was already an hour and like a half, so it's gonna be like a 2 hour part. But I could have split it up, but like, nah, guys, we don't do that for these ones, so Jack doesn't get to be special. I'm trying to do this one-handed right now because the bird is. So we have 3 new CG. Oh God, not this one. No, look at how like this is so beautiful and sad. Look at how fucking sad. Just look at his face. It's so beautiful.
What? I know, I can hear that too. I think it's the people out in the backyard that's doing work in that apartment complex back there.
Oh, so tragic. Oh. And like this one's kind of bittersweet. He's like, please just tell me to kiss me. And like, tell me to kiss you, not kiss me. Tell me to kiss me. Okay. Aw.
Hi, I know you want patties.
We already saw that one. That one's like ridiculous. He's just like shove you up against a window. Okay. There you go. Oh, yeah, there goes the hand up our shirt. Yeah, no, okay, the hand up the shirt. We're gonna leave with this one. This one's okay. Because even though I think I love that sad one, because that one like hurts so bad, I'm not gonna do that to any of us. Okay? That can't. Like we need to have a lovely kissy one. And this one's pretty spicy. So anyway, that was Jack's route, all of the stuff now. I know this part was super long. You're not complaining. You guys like long shit. And I know several people have commented before that, like, when we get one that's a little bit that's over an hour, you get really excited. So here you go. Here's like a 2 hour long fucking part. But anyway, and I know I could edit it and make it 2 parts and then give myself a buffer, but like, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. It is what it is. It is a fucking long ass part. And this is my little treat for you in case there isn't anything for a couple of days or anything. I'm going to do the best that I can, but you know what's going on right now. If you're not watching this in the time it goes up and you're watching this like 2 years later and everything, then you don't have to worry. This ain't for you. This is for the people that like watch it at the time it roughly goes up or like whatever. Roughly in August/September of 2024. That's going to age well hopefully it does. Hopefully like 5 years from now someone's like, "Oh my god, this has been up that long." Yes! And the channel is still here, okay? Anyway, but yeah, so if there's a short gap between this and Goemon's route, that's why. You know why, because everything is falling down. My freaking roof is going to fall off. It's not that bad, and it's still dry right now, even though it's been raining today. So as long as it is not really windy, downpouring hurricane, it should be fine. And it's at least dry. So now if it does rain a little, okay, so it's not, you know what I mean? It's not going to get better. It's not going to fix itself, but hopefully it won't get too much worse in the next 2 fucking weeks. But I will not be able to record for a week and then I will have, at that point, like a week to try to get stuff done. But I don't know if I'm going to try to get Goemon's route or try to start the other game that should be going up in tandem. Because right now I have not started that at all. I have no idea what to do. So there's stuff at the end of August where there should be a game up that there's nothing right now. So I don't know. I'll have to see what happens after this weekend. What I'm going to try to do. But then with that person coming to fix my roof, who knows what that's going to mean? Because if I have to take down all of my shit, it's in my gaming loft. So if I have to take down and move all my shit, like my computer and stuff's not going to be up here, but that also means that my capture card's not plugged in and whatever. And then like, are they going to do something? It's going to be like, oh, they take a day or 2 and cool? Or is it going to be, because that's a holiday weekend. Like Labor Day is this, what is that, September 2nd or whatever? So it's like, you can't come like Tuesday and then come Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't want you fucking here ripping my shit apart and like ruining my house. Like I have a day off from work. that then I could use to record. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with my shit. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't know if it's going to be something they're going to like be able to get up there, fix something, do it quick, be done. Or if he's really going to cut a hole in my fucking roof, if it's going to, or he's going to come look at it and then be like, I'll have to come back another day. I don't know what's going to happen. So, and if I have to take apart all my shit and move all my stuff and then all my stuff's not connected, do I connect stuff downstairs for the time being and like work around that way? You know what I mean? It's just, everything is fucking ridiculous right now. So, you know, and the way everything has been going in August, you guys have been very patient and I appreciate that, but I'm just letting you know if things stay rocky like September, hopefully we will start getting back to normal. And then there's just a weekend in September. I have a wedding, so I can't like do anything for a couple of days there. And I'm already behind now, so hopefully by October things will go back to motherfucking normal and we'll be back in and it'll be okay. So it's just gotta bear with me for like another month or so. Good Lord. But like, hopefully the universe stops bitch slapping me by like soon. Like now would be great. But anyway, I will see you next time. Whenever that might be, we will be back though, okay? So, barring anything even worse happening, let's just cross our fingers that this is the end of it, okay? And just things start looking up now, okay? Sunny days ahead, motherfuckers! I can't take anymore. Oh, good God. Oh. Anyway, I will see you next time. Hold on. Gotta make sure this doesn't go gray while we're watching it. Anyway. Right, anyway, thumbs up. Okay, bye.